G'day, still here at Myriad, and I'm with Ryan Hanley from Travello.
How are you?
Yeah, good, man. Good. Well, I don't know if you guys heard, but today is actually going to be postponed due to Debbie, Cyclone Debbie. Thanks, Debbie.
It's not great. It's not great, unfortunately. Such a great event, ruined by nature, but couldn't be helped, I suppose.
Yeah. So it's a public safety announcement, and of course we respect that, so we'll all be getting out of here real soon. But back tomorrow for sure. So make sure you follow us on at Beach City Life on Facebook. And first of all, take the moment to get in touch with Travello and what it's all about. So what is Travello?
Yeah, so Travello is a mobile app. It's a social network for travellers. So essentially it's the easiest way to meet travellers in a new destination. We're an app that's available on iOS and Android, being used in over 180 countries and growing really quickly.
So it's like a social network per se, but while you're travelling.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's about basically, most social networks are a closed environment, so it helps you network with people you already know. But if you're arriving in a new location, your friends on Facebook, they're all going to be back home. So this is about meeting people from outside your network that are in a new location.
Great. And how long ago did Travello start up?
The idea was about 3 years ago now, but the actual product, Travello itself, has been out for about 2 years. So we've been around a while.
And whereabouts are you based?
We're based in Brisbane, in Fortitude Valley. Yeah, we've got a little office in there.
Beautiful, just down the road.
Absolutely, just down the road. Yeah.
And so how do you structure your workforce there? Is it all in-house, global, or how do you work that out?
Yeah, so we recently closed a round of funding, which allowed us to really build our team out. So there's now 7 of us in a little office there in Fortitude Valley, and 4 in the tech team and 3 across the product. So there's never enough people, and we're highly under-resourced, but that's our usual sob story for most startups.
Isn't it? Isn't it just?
We all complain.
Mate, I'm a little bit jealous about the funding thing because I'm doing everything organically and it's hurting like hell. But I guess you must have funded yourself to this stage.
Yeah.
And how did that go?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for the first 14 months of our life, we bootstrapped like every startup, and we had 0 marketing budget and had to be really scrappy with how we got our growth. So we definitely went through that stage, which wasn't easy, but we hacked our way to some pretty good growth, and that gave us the traction that basically attracted the investment.
Excellent. And so who have you seen here today or who do you want to see? Is there anybody in particular or anything particular you want to get out of this event?
Yeah, there was a few people that I was looking forward to seeing, but we were actually exhibiting today, so we were over in the other tent and we've kind of been stuck there, and then that got shut down, and then came over here and everybody's leaving, so I've kind of missed a whole heap of people. So hopefully tomorrow will be a better day.
And just a total different question. What's your favourite beach in the world?
Favourite beach in the world? Been to a few good beaches. I mean, there's no place like home. Burleigh Heads is a pretty good one. It's right up there, and it probably is. The funny thing is, when you go overseas, you're usually pretty disappointed at the beaches because you're like, this isn't actually as good as the Gold Coast. We went sailing around Croatia and the Mediterranean, and you're kind of looking at the beaches going, you know what, Burleigh and Noosa are way better than this. But so I'll go with Burleigh. Let's stick local.
Beautiful. My home one.
Yeah.
My home beach. So another thing, how do you think Australia is shaping up in terms of innovation? Are we a red, amber, or a green light?
Look, I think we want to be green. There's a lot going on around it, and I think there's the government and a lot of the structures and support around it are just starting to flow through now. So I think the next 2 to 3 years is going to be really exciting for the entire ecosystem because there will be a lot of support. But there's a hell of a lot of ideas out there. I think I heard yesterday that Queensland's now the second hottest startup spot besides New South Wales. We've overtaken Victoria as far as innovation and the number of startups. So, it's definitely on point. A lot of people are into it, and I think the next couple of years are going to be really exciting.
Do you think we're creating too much sort of infighting as around who's got the most startups, who's the best startup location? You're just mentioning New South Wales, Sydney, and whatnot. Do you think we need to band together a bit more, or is competition good?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That was the first time I've ever even heard that statistic, and I'd never even thought about it before that. I mean, competition's good, but I know in Brisbane I can only talk about that ecosystem. There's absolutely no competition between the startups. It's a really friendly ecosystem. Everybody helps each other out, and it's a really good community. So I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah, as long as they're all kicking goals,
absolutely. Yeah. Everyone wins.
Beautiful. So one last thing. If you had to make a phone call back to yourself 20 years ago, well, I don't know if you're that old, and give yourself some advice about, I don't know, business in general, what do you think that would be?
It would be, don't wait, do it now. Because we sort of had this idea, the idea for our startup, we had sat around on it for probably 6 to 9 months before we kind of went, should I actually do this? So I think it's about, if you come up with the idea, get the wheels in motion as quickly as you can.
Absolutely. Great advice from Ryan from Travello. Thanks very much for listening, guys. Make sure you're liking us on Facebook. Is that in screen?
In screen. You got it.
Beautiful. Thanks very much, guys. And we'll see you back here tomorrow. If not, maybe a few more today. Thanks, guys.